let's see. We've got some brochures of the Impact Program. I've got some little postcards. Here, I'll just do the whole thing. And then I've got some business cards. So, if you look in there. First, how do we define domestic violence? We define domestic violence as a pattern of coercive, controlling, and/or violent behaviors toward an intimate partner that is meant to remind her of who's in charge. Okay? Only a small part of that is actually violent. So most domestic violence is not criminal behavior. But most domestic violence, unless it's what we see on billboards with the woman with the black eye, we're going to ignore. And so what we're doing is we're not giving women who are victims of other kinds of domestic violence a definition. 95% of the injuries that show up at the hospital due to domestic violence are to women. Okay? So to me, that's an important number when we look at the gender breakdown. Of the ones that are reported, only 7 to 8% are arrested. That's CMPD stats. And of those, less than half are going to be prosecuted and convicted. Okay? So what happens to all these abusers who aren't held accountable? Basically nothing. Okay? Some get these sweet deals, especially if they're first-time offenders. And if they do a certain whatever, if they come to my program, if they go to drug treatment, that kind of thing, then their record is wiped clean. So there's no evidence that there is a history. Okay, so a BIP is a Batterer Intervention Program, and that's what Impact is. I started Impact 10 years ago. We'll celebrate our 10th anniversary. Did you know that? 10th anniversary, April 1st. Yay! Oversight of these programs is really important. There are certain things that we have to do, certain things we can't do. One of the things that we have to do is we have to insist that these clients complete at least 26 sessions before being able to complete the program. I now have a curriculum that's very self-paced, and so they're required not only to attend the sessions, but to actually do their work and finish the curriculum. So our goals are to hold these guys accountable for their abuse, to be advocates, all right, to be providers of services, to work with law enforcement and the courts. If you see here, I have a relationship with Judge Lewis that goes back a long way, and that's because we're in the courts all the time. We work closely with the victims because we do what we do, working with the abuser in the hopes of reducing harm and risk to the victim. Okay? And whatever we do in group, we do not allow him to continue to abuse her by using our process, by using our program. So we are part of circling the wagons around this problem of domestic violence, which has not gotten better and has not gone away. I started a nonprofit 3 years ago called Step Up, and Step Up was put in place because I had guys who were saying, B, we want to help these other guys pay for the program. And I didn't have any way for them to do that. And so we now have a nonprofit, and this is how it helps Impact, which is the abuser program. So it was, we received a sizable donation our very first year, and it's like, here, B, you want some money? I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Now what do we do with it? And so what we decided to do was to offer scholarships. Impact is fee-based. Because domestic violence is not a mental health or substance abuse problem, it is not a clinical problem, we can't diagnose and therefore we can't bill insurance. And so it is completely fee-based, and there are no grants out there to work with these guys. We're not sexy, okay? Doing work with these abusers is not something that grabs the public's attention and heartstrings. And now, starting this year, we are now offering Impact on a sliding scale, okay? And so step up funds help make up the difference to impact, because we're already charging just such a little bit. We're not just providing the service, but we're sending people to court. We're working with DSS on these clients. We're everywhere. And we're part of that coordinated community response. And so by offering the sliding scale, we're making the program more affordable for more men. We're reducing the possibility that victims are having to pay for the guy's program, which is happening, all right? And we're increasing the chances that he'll complete the program and eliminate or reduce his abuse of his partner and future partners. We started a new program in November. We kicked it off. It's called Legacy. We take guys who've completed the program and bring them back in as Legacy members. They're hand-selected. We bring them back in as Legacy members and training them to be mentors in the program. And this so far is unduplicated anywhere else in the country. Nobody else is doing this, and it's just been hugely successful. And having guys who completed the program in the groups is, I mean, they can say something I can say, and their guys aren't going to listen to them. They're not going to listen to me, right? But they're going to listen to a guy who's been there and who doesn't have to be there. These guys are volunteers. This is a Sankofa. The Sankofa is a West African bird that, it's a mythical bird, that can only fly forward by looking backward. And I've had 2 guys get the Sankofa tattooed on them. Okay. So, did I do it? Close? Yay! Okay, so if you want more information,